The Surfer is out in theaters, new psychological thriller directed by Lorcan Finnegan, director of Vivarium, starring Nicolas Cage and Julian McMahon. The story starts with Nick Cage driving with his estranged teenage son to a small secluded beach in Australia. He explains that he's grown up in the area, then moved to America after the death of his father. He worked really hard all these years to be able to someday buy his old house here and move back to the place. And now that day has come. He's very close to closing the deal, moving closer to his family, and returning to surfing. But there is a problem. When they arrive at the parking lot and go down to the beach, the local surfers are immediately very aggressive and nasty, and they essentially throw them out in a threatening manner, saying the beach is for locals only. Cage takes his son back, but then returns, unable to let go of the idea of challenging the locals and sort of letting go of this past that is calling out to him, and surfing the waters, the waves, and things escalate very quickly from there. So I really like this film. It is delightfully unique and strange. At first you wonder where exactly it's going to go, then you think, oh okay, this is probably a fully metaphorical tale. Maybe, is this descent into madness going to lead into an Ouroboros type story where Cage turns out to have been a homeless bum all along? Is he maybe the old guy he meets at one point? Is this a story about unrealized dreams and sort of clinging to the trauma of your past and being defined by it? And then towards the final act, the movie pivots back again into reality, and you think, okay, well, I let the movie gaslight me into questioning that reality. And then at the very ending, it's back to ambiguous again. I loved the dreamlike, strange atmosphere, which makes you feel like you're slowly getting dehydrated and heat stroked together with Cage. I loved that this is exactly the type of role that Cage excels at, meaning he starts normal and gets progressively more insane. And I like the themes of the film. And I get some of the criticisms that I've seen of the movie being a bit too long or having a weaker ending. I kind of understand those points, and I don't fully disagree with them. But in a sense, yes, maybe the ending was not as good as what came before that, and maybe it was a little bit too long, but I still enjoyed the whole film thoroughly. Just speaking purely subjectively, something in it clicked for me. Good stuff if you like weird cinema.